Don't worry, everything's fine, nothing's happening, there's no hiatus, this isn't an announcement or anything like that. It's just the sign that I might post if something did happen. And I wanted to talk about it because I felt I gave it an unreasonable amount of consideration. You see, I've often wondered, like really often, a good once a week, I've wondered how I would let you guys know that something happened in my life and I need to go away for a while. I don't have a ton of risk factors around me, but there are enough for me to consider if the worst happens, I'll want to make sure the YouTube audience knows I won't be around. And the way I think about it makes me wonder a bunch of stuff. I suppose this all comes from the same place in your brain that pushes you to get a living will. If something drives me to post this kind of message, it means I'd have to edit it together, render it in a video, upload it, fill out all the YouTube boxes, all kinds of things I wouldn't want to bother with if I'm seriously messed up. I would just, disappear. So I figured, let's make it now, ahead of time. That way all I'll need to do will just change the one setting from private to public. It felt grim and surreal, making this white-on-black text screen and filling out every form. There was an analytical component to it that feels dishonest, no matter how much I look at it. I mean, notice the font. This is the default font in Sony Vegas. The font choice is trying to convey I didn't bother to choose a font. But I did. I chose this one, so it would convey that message. I can't be bothered to change it to a nicer font. Same with the color. It's deliberate. I need this message to show I'm grieving. But I determined that any kind of production value would diminish that grief. Like, it wouldn't sell the grief. And these considerations struck me as the thoughts of a dysfunctional brain. I've gone back and forth on the message the most. At first I thought, just make it blunt. That's what I'd do if I were in a terrible mental state after all. So make several messages to cover every situation. X person died. So-and-so is sick. Something with punch that makes you feel bad for me. Then I thought, that's manipulative, inconsiderate, and weird as hell. I mean, who does that? Picture all the catastrophes that may happen and make a contingency message for it? And just because I took a gut punch, it doesn't mean you have to. And it's manipulative because I'm playing it for sympathy, so you can feel my pain, man. So make it something purely functional. Without details. Family emergency, hiatus incoming. That also gets around any privacy issues, although it does leave everyone to question and worry. It's manufactured one way or another, though. It's still pretending to be something written in the throes of tragedy when it really isn't. I think the problem is that I'm crafting a message to convey genuine grief, and genuine grief isn't conveyed in crafted messages. So after all that, here's what I actually wrote. Indefinite hiatus incoming. I uploaded this message ahead of time in case I ever need to use it. You are reading this because some kind of life-altering emergency came up and I need to stop posting videos. Hopefully I'll be back soon with an explanation, but maybe I won't. Be good while I'm gone. It turns out the most genuine option is to tell you the message isn't genuine. I don't know, I just found the whole topic interesting and strange. Tell me what you think about it. Is it normal that I gave it so much thought, or do you feel like this is all extremely weird? Tangentially related, as I wrote this and reached a closing statement, I was like, man, this is too short. I need to stretch it more for, that sweet YouTube ad revenue. I told myself, let me craft a genuine message about crafting a genuine message that maximizes profit. So now I'm like, the video actually needs to be under... It used to be 10 minutes, now it's 8 minutes. It needs to be under that threshold to reinforce the idea that I don't care about its length, which in turn is another deliberate manipulation to make it look sincere. Anyway, I hope I never have to use it.